Hi, you're watching commissioning ceremony of INAS 335 to Indian Navy. This great helicopter is now operational in Indian Navy. You're watching it on NCC Cadets of India. Enjoy this great ceremony.
General salute! Selamat! Just! Parade! Bagan! Just! परेड आपके निरीक्षण के लिए प्यारे आशीर्वाद
Commander, आपके लिए तैयार विमान
परेड
Request Mrs. Leila Swaminathan, President Nava Western Region, and Mrs. Savita Theophilus, President Nava Goa Area, and Mrs. Aditi Bisht to come up onto the stage for the ceremony of commissioning plaque of INS 335.
I have great pleasure in naming the squadron as Indian Naval Air Squadron 335, the Ospreys. May good fortune attend all those who serve in her.
I now request Mrs. Leila Swaminathan, President Nava Western Region, to unveil the commissioning plaque of INS 335. May I now request the Chief of Naval Staff to present the Silver Salver to CO 335. May I now request the Conducting Officer, FOCNC West, to present the MH-60R model to the Chief Guest. May I kindly request the Chief of Naval Staff to address the gathering.
Vice Admiral Krishna Swaminathan, Flag Officer Commanding in Chief, Western Naval Command. Admiral Karamveer Singh, our former Chief of Naval Staff and a helicopter pilot himself. Vice Admiral Rahul Gokhale, Chief of Staff of Western Naval Command. Rear Admiral Janak Wavely, ACNS Air. Rear Admiral Ajay Theophilus, FOGA and FONA, flag officers serving and retired, commanding officers and officers in charges, Captain Dhirendra Bhisht, commanding officer of INAS 335, commissioning crew of the newly commissioned squadron, distinguished veterans and invitees, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. I am delighted to be here today at the home base of Indian Naval Aviation, INS Hansa, for the commissioning of INS 335, the Ospreys. The induction of the versatile, multi-role MS-60R helicopter on the western seaboard excuse me, as the first operational squadron marks an important milestone for our Navy. The commissioning today also comes at a moment of great significance. 2025 marks 75 years since the Government of India had approved the formation of a fleet air arm, a decision that gave wings to naval aviation, thereby transforming our Navy into a multi-dimensional potent force and giving us a decisive edge at sea. It is a matter of even greater significance that precisely 64 years ago, on the night of 17th and 18th December 1961, commenced Operation Vijay, wherein ships of the Indian Navy sailed into Goa to liberate it from the Portuguese. There too, naval aviation played its part. The maritime environment around us today, ladies and gentlemen, is more complex and contested than ever before. Shifting geopolitics, fast-moving technologies, and an expanding spectrum of threats, from gray zone activities to supply chain disruptions at sea, are shaping the new reality. In this ongoing flux, our Honorable Prime Minister, during his address at the Maritime Leaders Conclave at the India Maritime Week on 29th October this year, aptly articulated, and I quote, "When the global seas are rough, the world looks for a steady lighthouse. India is well poised to play that role with strength and stability," unquote. And then, as our Honorable Raksha Mantri, Shri Rajnath Singh, has said, and I quote again, "India's economic prosperity is linked to maritime security. It is therefore necessary to ensure freedom of navigation and keep sea routes, which are our maritime highways, safe." Guided by these visions and fully cognizant of the emerging challenges in the maritime domain, the Indian Navy has remained steadfast in adding credible capabilities and strengthening deterrence across domains. In 2022, we commissioned our second P-8I Air Squadron at this very airbase, augmenting our shore-based fixed-wing capabilities to operate across domains. Complementing the P-8Is, the Navy is progressing the acquisition of 15 MQ-9 Sea Guardian RPAs, which will significantly enhance our ability to maintain persistent maritime surveillance and comprehensive maritime domain awareness across our maritime areas of interest. In addition to building shore-based aviation capabilities, the Navy has maintained an unwavering focus on the enhancement of the integral shipborne aviation capabilities, both fixed and rotary wing. It is in this context that the signing of the contract for 26 Rafale M carrier-borne aircraft assumes particular significance. Strengthening our long-range maritime strike and land attack capabilities, along with the fleet air defense. Complementing the deck-based fighters, rotary wing platforms that includes the shipborne uncrewed aviation systems extend the fleet's ability to undertake persistent surveillance and air surveillance, standoff, anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare, logistics support, and search and rescue at sea. Today, we provide a fillip to the Navy's integral air capability on the western seaboard, adding greater punch to our frontline fleet platforms. The MS-60R, with its world-class sensors, advanced avionics, and potent weapon suite, will enhance maritime domain awareness and enable rapid response across anti-submarine warfare, maritime strike, and search and rescue missions. While the 335 Squadron is being formally commissioned today at Goa, the MS-60R helicopter has already proven its prowess across multiple missions, which includes Operation Sindoor, Tropics 2025, and the recently concluded Tri-Services exercise in November. I am therefore happy to note that the squadron being commissioned today is fully operational, ready to deploy with the fleet from day one, reflecting our deep commitment to expeditious capability induction and integration. As we operationalize the capabilities of this platform, we are also parallelly pursuing integration of indigenous weapons and sensors on this helicopter in close cooperation with Indian industry, in keeping with the Navy's commitment to Atmanirbharta. It is a matter of pride that several critical equipment on this platform, from software-defined radios and data links to weapons such as depth charge and in the near future, missiles, are fully made in India. The Indian Navy has also indigenously developed the infrastructure, training systems, and maintenance capabilities necessary to sustain these platforms, again aligned with our vision of Atmanirbharta. On this occasion, let me congratulate all stakeholders at Naval Headquarters, Headquarters Naval Aviation, Headquarters Western Naval Command, and INS Hansa, as also the commanding officer of INS 335 for all the planning, diligence, and hard work that has gone into making this milestone possible. To the commissioning crew, you have the onerous responsibility of setting the highest standards of professional excellence and bringing cutting-edge combat capability and operational readiness to our fleet. The name Osprey symbolizes sharp vision, agility, and precision, qualities I am confident you will embody, remaining ever ready and ever victorious. Here, I would like to invoke an old saying that out of fear of the osprey, fish turn belly up in surrender. I am confident that you, the ospreys of INS 335, will give a befitting reply to any challenge to India's maritime security and write a new chapter in our Navy's shipborne aviation, revitalizing the legacy of potent multi-role helicopters embarking our platforms. I also take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the families of the squadron's personnel who have been a steadfast pillar of support to the squadron crew while they work tirelessly to reach this momentous day. In the end, I wish you all and the ships that you embark safe flying and happy hunting. I am confident that the Ospreys will vigilantly guard our seas, strike with precision, and ensure our fleet's readiness to protect and promote India's national maritime interest anytime, anywhere, anyhow. May you live up to your motto, Survey, सर्व युद्धेस्तु जयते, जलमे व्यस बलमेव तस। जय हिंद।
I now request all the dignitaries to proceed to the seating area. In just a moment, the star of today's ceremony will make its presence felt. The MH-60R Osprey, acclaimed worldwide as the pinnacle of multi-mission helicopter excellence. At the helm of the formation is Lieutenant Commander Anmol Rawat. On the starboard side, we have Lieutenant Commander Ayush, and on the port side, we have Lieutenant Commander Brahmjot Singh. In the global aviation community, great achievements and historic debuts are honored through a symbolic gesture, the water cannon salute. This afternoon, the MH-60R will pass through this arc of water, receiving a salute that marks respect, pride, and the beginning of its operational journey with the Indian Navy.
Rolling slow past the shore, sun's on the scene. Palm trees swaying, we keep the chrome clean. Shades on my eyes, feeling real supreme. Baseline bumping like you're living a dream.